Welcome to Magpies Cottage. I'm Joanne.
Amy.
We're in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin.
On a beautiful Friday afternoon.
September 4th, 2020.
Isn't that crazy? Where did it go?
Yeah, summer just gone. Labor Day weekend.
Well,
this
and
weekend.
the thing is, I mean, next week, they're talking downright chilly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I wore a sweater this morning taking the dog out.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I did have the deck, or the patio door to the deck open, and the sun is beautiful out there, but it's really weird because of the way that the angle of the sun now, getting into fall and that stuff, it changes the light in my house dramatically.
Oh, sure. I bet.
And I have my online classes starting at 8 in the morning, and it's dark in my house, not so much because it's still dark outside, but it's dark because of the angle of the sun, because it's all behind trees now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
quite different.
Busy week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just going to say this. For all those parents out there that are grumbling about online school, it ain't any easier for the teacher. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, I bet
You know,
not.
and the frustrating thing is I have never in all of my life been afraid of technology. Never.
Right.
Never.
Right.
But there's so much that I don't know how to do within this world of virtual learning that is crazy. And it doesn't make sense to just take regular, normal, what I used to teach kind of thing and bring that into the online world. That really doesn't make sense. So you kind of need to find this balance, this medium. And haven't found it yet, folks. So
Yeah, well, it's early.
it's
We'll get
early.
there.
4 days in. 4
Yep.
days in. Okay? And 4 days in, that means 176 more to go. Just saying.
Yeah. Yep. It'll work out.
It'll work.
all work out.
It'll work out. I keep telling myself that.
Yep. We got quite a light behind us today. I'm surprised.
Well, but see, that's that angle of the sun
Yeah,
again.
because it's afternoon, so the sun
Right.
is really that way right now, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't be coming in
Yeah,
behind us.
Well, and the windows, when you look at the windows when I came in, the windows appear dark, but it's like almost like a reflection, a glare,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
It must be
Yeah.
reflecting off of the windows across the street.
I don't know. It's
So,
totally weird.
okay.
Okay.
So,
We have finished objects this week.
we do.
We do. You want to do yours first?
Sure.
Okay.
I have 2 finished objects this week. Well, I'm calling it finished because I'm not going to show you again probably. But I finished the Radari sweater.
I just
That's
love
the
this color
colorwork
work.
sweater.
I just love this color work.
And it has little color work on the cuffs. I have to block it yet.
Well, you know
That's
what?
all that's
For
left.
unblocked color work, your color work here is so smooth and so flat.
Well, thank you. I was I can't wait to block it to get it flatter, but
No. Looks
Yeah.
a heck of a lot better than mine does.
well, and I use only one hand. I hold both yarns together in one hand. I don't use my right hand to hold yarn at all.
If I could figure out a way that they wouldn't get all twisted and tangled up, I would do it that way too.
Yeah, it helps if you do it at a table, I tell you. When I do color work, I like it best at a table so you can set your yarns there. If you try to have them on the floor, they twist up. So, yeah. So that's done. That's made. That's, like I said, Radari. I don't remember who it's by. It's on Ravelry. It's all Cascade 220 Heathers. Not superwash, just the regular Cascade 220. So that means it's Peruvian Highland wool.
Right.
So that's quite different than the 220 superwash.
You know, and when you're doing color work, having a non-superwash wool almost always works out better.
Yeah, it's gonna hold its shape better.
Yeah.
Stay where it belongs.
So,
And now this one, this is Jody Brown's slipped rib hat. I mean, I'm
so
sure
cool.
you've all seen it a whole bunch of times. What's different on mine, of course, is my yarn choice. I want you to feel this.
Oh, it's thick.
And
Squishy
soft.
and soft.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I love it. This is 2 unusual yarns for me. Let me get out my drink. Lana Gatto. Oh, that's not it. That's that one. And Lana Gatto. They're both Lana Gatto.
Well, that's interesting.
And this one is called Brooklyn. Now, on her pattern, she says to use 2 strands of mohair held together. Now, this is much, much thicker.
Ooh, that is thick, yeah.
And so
You did one.
I just did one.
Okay.
And this is not mohair. This is an alpaca blend. Let me find the 40% silk, 27% merino, 17% nylon, and 16% alpaca superfine. Now the fuzz is the alpaca.
It is so
The silk
dense.
is the white cord.
It is.
And then the nylon and wool are probably blended together to make the other part of the yarn. So that's the fuzzy
this is
part.
the inside, and that's what the fuzziness looks like. But
Yeah.
you don't see it all that. It's not prominent on the
No.
outside, but it's so thick and soft and dense.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and warm.
And now the other yarn that I use, this one is camel hair. It's called Lana Gatto Camel Hair. And it is from Italy. This was a 50-gram ball, and that's how much I have left. I made size medium. I went down in both needles, though, from the pattern. So I went down 1 needle size. Now this is 60% extra fine merino, 40% camel. And that, you want to feel it, is so squishy
Oh,
and soft. It's beautiful.
yeah. What weight is this? A DK or
It's
what?
a DK. Yep.
This is nice yarn.
Uh-huh. It's gorgeous. I am going to make kits up for this. I will have next week online, or if you want to get it right now, you can just order them separate. Brooklyn and camel hair. But the kits will be $28 without the pattern. I don't know if I should include the pattern or just tell people to get the pattern off Ravelry themselves. That might make more sense.
It might be easier.
I'm just going to tell you to get the pattern yourself. Jody Brown's slipped rib hat, and the kit will be $28, and you get, this is enough to do 2 hats, and then you get the 50 of that. So
if you bought 2 skeins of this and 1 of that, you'd be
you
spending.
get 2 hats. Or maybe, you got something in your stash that'll go with that. Look at all the colors in there.
Yeah.
There's gold and brown and pink and blue and white. So, yeah, definitely you could get another hat. Or she just came out with a cowl pattern.
Oh.
So I'm sure you could get the cowl out of this too, because it's like this hardly has a dent out of it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so
Well, that's
I'm
really
very
nice.
excited about my new hat. I just need to get a pom-pom for it now. Doesn't even look like it needs to
I
be
put a
blocked.
silver one on it.
Well, I ordered a whole bunch. So that was another thing. I was looking for pom-poms to sell for this winter because I decided I'm not going to make them anymore. I just make too many things. So I got to stop doing some. So I ordered a bunch of fake fur poms from the place I order all my accessories. And they're just 3-inch with the loop so you can sew a button inside.
Okay.
And they look nice. We'll see how they are when they come, but they're only 3-inch. Sometimes people want the 4 and 5-inch ones.
Well, here's a trick that I learned when it comes to the acrylic fake pom-poms. You want them to foof up because they're going to come all squished,
Oh yeah.
you know? And if you
Yep.
want, and they don't look nice when they're first out of the package. And all you do is you take your blow dryer
Yeah.
on a warm setting, not hot, on a warm setting, and just blow them dry.
Yep.
Even though they're not wet, just blow
Right.
them.
It's that heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffs them up. So we'll see how they look when they get here. But I didn't want real fur. All the bigger ones were real fur. I was like, I can't kill any bunnies over these.
No, I wouldn't either.
No, so I did not want to get them from, these other places that have the bunny fur ones.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, so that'll get a palm when they come in. Probably the silver.
I'd put silver.
Or there's some that are coming that are white with black tips.
Oh, okay. That would
That
work
might
too.
work. We'll see.
Cool.
So, what do you have finished?
I finished my shawl. I told you I was gonna.
Okay.
So here it is. All done.
Oh, very pretty.
Yeah, I had to frog this whole border at one point in time.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last
Yeah.
week because they were uneven and you
And
didn't like
I
it.
did not like the way they looked. So I'm much happier. I've got ends that have to be woven in and it has to be blocked. But unfortunately, I have school all over my dining room table. So there's no place to block in my house right now anyways. So
Okay.
I don't need to wear it yet. Anyway, I guess. But nonetheless, it's done. And I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
and it was a pretty quick knit. When
Yeah.
you looked at the yardage that you put into it, because there's almost 1,000. I want to say like
Really?
900. Yeah. But it's garter, and garter eats more yarn.
Yeah.
So, and then of course it was, you figure it's almost a full skein of the copper cloud. And then you have 5 92-yard, six 92-yard minis.
Yeah.
So it's like 550 yards or something like that. Okay, so yeah, it's almost 1,000. And I used just about all of the minis. There's little balls left of all the different colors. And I would say about 10 grams left of the copper cloud.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm very happy with the way it turned out.
Okay.
So, and then my other project, this is a test knit for Corey Eichelberger, and I finished it, and it's just this, it dried out on the deck this morning. It's just this little baby blanket, little coverlet. Okay, you can see it's got eyelets on the edges, and I have to get ribbon, and I'm going to weave a purple ribbon through the eyelets.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's just the intention of this. It's called a baby kiki, and I don't know exactly what Corey's plans are as far as releasing the pattern, but you can take it and like in the corners, put some reverse stockinette. She's got charts in there for like ABC letters, hearts, blocks, all of that. You can put that in the corners. She also has in this pattern instructions for a worsted weight version.
Okay.
I knit this out of a DK.
Okay.
And then there's a worsted weight version and a DK sport version. And I was just testing it for her to check the dimensions between the eyelets and how much yardage I used and whatever. So this was 2 balls of that yarn.
Okay. And I think that's the Plymouth Dream Baby.
Yep.
In the girl.
Yeah.
Because one says girl and one says boy.
Yeah. Oh, this is definitely girly.
Yeah.
So, and then I did not block it, but all I did was real quick a pressing cloth.
Oh, sure.
A press cloth, laid a wet pressing cloth on it, held the iron above it in steam, and then it just smoothed out all of the wrinkliness that you normally would get. I mean, it's acrylic yarn; you're not going to block anyways.
Right.
So yeah, I'm real happy with it. I love the seed stitch border, but I'm a huge fan of seed stitch. It's one of my favorite stitches. I don't necessarily like to knit it, but I don't think anybody does.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm real happy with the way it turned out.
Very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get that ribbon in and take some measurements and some photos for Corey and call it a day. So those are my 2 FOs.
Okay. So As far as works in progress, I didn't bring my sweater back again. I'm working on my sweater, my Diva sweater, I call it. That peach one, I showed that a couple of times.
I love the sweater. I love the yarn.
I'm up to 13.5 inches from the armpit down. I'm going for 15.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. I was at 12 last time I had it here, so.
Okay.
I got another 1.5 done. So, yeah. So that's what I'm working on. And what about you?
Well,
What are
I
you working
have
on?
this. Did I put another one in there? Nope. Just this today. I cast this on last night, and I am using. Joanne has these really cute baby blanket kits, and it goes in a gradient. So this would be the one that's right here. Okay, and so I'm starting with the dark purple, and then I'll go to this speckly, and then this one, and then the central will be white. What I'm doing is going corner to corner, so with an eyelet every 10th row, and then it has an I-cord edge, which is nice, and it's just going to be a baby Afghan, a baby blanket for a gift for my sister's brother-in-law and his wife.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, and just throwing that eyelet in there gives it a little visual interest. And so what I'm going to do is knit half of the yarn, and then I'll knit half of each of the two colors. But then when I get to the white, the center part, I'll knit the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, but when I get halfway through that white ball, then I start decreasing.
Yeah.
And then, then I'll come back to each of the colors in order. So it's going to have the diagonal stripe on it. So, it's cute.
Very nice.
Yeah, the pattern I'm sort of following, I've modified a little bit, not seriously modified, is the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. So, yeah, a little bit of a start.
How are you doing on your habitation throw?
I showed it
halfway.
Not even.
Oh, okay.
I showed it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it got a lot of love, but
Not lately, because I'm
Okay.
trying to finish these things up, and
sure.
I need, I have commitments. I promised my sister this baby blanket. I promised Corey I would test this pattern, and then I have some color work mittens. But I mean, I can bang out a pair of colored work mittens in a weekend. So I'm thinking that's what I'm stuck with. I want to cast on that cowl with the minis that you dyed, and it's that, or it's these color work mittens.
Okay.
And so the whole thing is I really need to just clear my plate of the committed knitting, and then I can knit what I want. I'm in the mood for a knit what I want kind of project.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So.
And one thing
well.
about committed knitting, we want to remind everybody this class, the mystery class, changed. It is now going to run January through June due to COVID.
Thank
But
goodness.
if you want one-on-one classes, Amy's here the first Saturday of every month, and you can go online and make an appointment for a 1-hour session.
Yeah.
So
Whatever you want to know how to do, I can teach you.
Yep, anything you want.
And so that's always an option. Yeah, because, I have samples to finish for said mystery series, too.
Right. That's more commitments.
But one of the things that about the whole mystery series, though, whenever I choose a pattern, it's something I want to knit too.
Yeah.
I don't choose.
So it's fun for you.
Yeah, I don't choose things that I would never knit for myself. I don't, because that's just it wouldn't be fun to knit them. So and then you become a chore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a chore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like this hat was fun for me because I've been wanting to do it. It only took a few nights. It probably would have took 2 nights. Like mostly I do hats in 2 nights. But this one with the fuzz, that gets in your eyes. And so, yeah, I probably took 4 nights. But
Really?
still, that was, a pretty quick knit for all those slip stitches and nice
Yeah.
thick hat.
Yeah.
So, and fun.
Well, that's cool. It's a nice looking hat.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Something here is going to make me sneeze in a minute. I can feel it.
Oh.
Well. But I don't usually sneeze from fiber, so I don't know.
No, and we didn't really wave a lot around. Other than that hat, maybe. I don't know. So, okay. Well, new in the shop. A couple weeks ago we showed you the rustic silk, 4 colors. Well, the 5th color came in, and it's a blue and purple. So this one, remember, we had kits for the Alina top, which
Yes,
we
I
can
knit
make
it.
with this color too if you want it. Just let me know and I'll put a kit together for you. Otherwise, you can buy single skeins online.
Yes, it's a really
yeah.
nice silk, and it washed pretty
Yeah,
well.
$25, 437 yards, 100 grams, 100% silk. So, and it says hand wash, lay flat to dry. Made in Italy.
Wow. So that's
Yeah.
new in the shop, and
Yep.
then we got Malabrigo new in the shop. It's that hat season time. It's winter, warm weather's clothes season time. So we have 2 new colors of Rios. I knew something was gonna get there. Okay, this one is a new color. It's called Sandstorm.
Oh, I thought that's been around a while. I think
Nope.
it just looks a little dark.
Sandbank is the one that's that's been around a while, and
that's
that
what was confusing.
that
Okay.
is a really nice light brown, and
Okay.
you know, like yeah,
Yeah.
not toasty brown, but a beigey brown.
Yeah.
And I love that. But
Okay.
this one is got
Yeah.
a black and brown going on, and so
Okay.
this is a new color. I've not seen this one.
Sandstorm. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty sweater.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah.
And then we have this one. I like this one for spring. This is called Cucumber. And this is is a relatively new color too. Reminds me of that. It was like water lily or water green, water something they had. And it was similar to this.
Yep.
You know.
We had that in sock. I think we still do have some of that in sock.
Yeah.
That water lily
And then
or whatever it was.
there also is some odd lot colors. There's some Diana in there. I know that was the color name. There's, but it's just a mixed package of single skeins of different regular. They're all regular Malabrigo colors. They're not like they're a second or anything like that. Nothing. They just put mixed lots together so that you get a little variety
Yeah.
of color. If you want something specific with Malabrigo, shipping is really challenging right now because of COVID. So it's hard. So we kind of are. We take what we get.
Yeah.
in this case.
Yeah, they
So-
didn't have much to choose from.
No. So these 2 are the Rios colors that are new. I mean, we do have some other Rios in stock too.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's 3 cubbies full.
Yeah. And then we also got Rasta. Rasta makes amazing mittens. There is just, and you can get a pair of mittens out of 1 skein of Rasta.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what the pattern is called. It's on Ravelry, but it's a basic.
I think it's called Rasta Mittens.
Yeah, it's just an absolutely awesome pattern and great mittens. So we have a set of that mixed bag of different colors here.
Right. And I already sold some. I mean, I didn't even have it on the price on it yet, and somebody bought it.
Rasta is hard to keep in the shop.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got, I love this, it's like a blue, black
Yeah.
kind of
We had that
color.
last year, too.
I just love this color.
Yeah.
So, and this looks like, I think it's Diana.
It's got a lot of fuchsia in that one.
I'm not sure if it is or it isn't. No, maybe not. I don't know, I have to think about it. At any rate, so there are, several skeins of Rasta available for the best mittens ever. So,
Yep, that's what's new in the shop.
all right.
So, events, we're still slow on that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to have an online sale in a couple of weeks, so
Ooh,
watch your newsletter. It's going to be just for online.
really?
So you can pick your orders up. They don't have to be shipped, but you're going to have to order them online to get the discount.
Oh,
Yeah, so watch for that. That'll be in a couple weeks.
cool.
So, and remember,
You didn't tell me about this.
no, it's
I hate it when you don't tell me stuff.
Well, I like to get reactions on camera.
Yeah, okay. I always like a sale. I'm not that way.
Yeah. And remember to go and put a comment on last week's podcast. if
Yeah,
you want
'cause
to
we had that
win
beautiful bag.
Yep. Yep, we got several comments on there ready for that bag.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
all right.
I think that's all for this week. Do you want to continue doing it weekly now that you're back to work?
Well, Yeah, I don't care. I
Okay.
mean, we'll see. You know,
Yeah.
if we're here every week, it's
Yeah.
because school wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
Sounds good.
You know, because I mean, we if our Friday afternoon doesn't work because I get way too overwhelmed with this, we can always do Saturday morning because I
Okay.
don't do school Saturdays.
Right.
So my computer gets turned off. It's already turned off.
Yeah.
You know, I literally turn it off, power
Yeah.
down, because I just can't be looking at it all weekend long. And so you got to do that.
Yeah.
And that's for my own sanity, I think. So, all right.
Yep.
Well, have a great
Okay.
weekend, everybody.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.